students, welcome to this session. And today's discussion is IBPS RRB PO Scale 1 Prelim Quant Section. Okay, hope you did well in the examination. Now let's look at the questions one by one. Here, approximate value you need to find out. Just look at the question number 41. 31.9%. 31.9% means here approximately 32%. 32% of 3200. So percentage and zeros gets cancelled. 32 into 32, that is 1024, is equal to question mark cube minus 48%. 48% of 6400. Approximately this value is equal to 6400. Now simplify. So 0 and 0 get cancelled. Now what is the result? 48 into 64. Dear students, if you observe, this is 3 into 16 and here it is a 4 into 16. 16 into 16 is equal to 256. 3 into 4 is equal to 12. Now just observe the product. 6 times of 12, 72. 60 plus 7, 67. And 24 plus 6, that is 30. Now what is the result here? 1024 is equal to question mark square minus 3072. Am I right? Now simplify this by taking the numbers on one side, variables on the other side. So 3072. By adding this, it will give 4096 is equal to question mark cube. The value of the question mark is equal to, it is a 16. So what is the right choice? Option number 3. Third choice is the right answer. Okay. Now look at the next example on your screen. Question mark to be found here. 21, the approximate value. 21 square means 21 into 21 into question mark is equal to, here it is approximately 42. So 42 cube means 42 into 42 into 42. 21 in 42, 2 times. Again, it goes to 2 times. Now, what is the result? 2 into 2, that is a 4. 4 times of 42. 4 times of 40, 160 plus 8, 168. The right choice, option number 4. Choice 4 is the correct answer. Now, look at the next example. 59.9, approximately, it is a 1560 divided by square root of 575. The nearest square root to this is 576. Now 576 square root, that is a 24. 24 square is equal to 576 is equal to question mark plus 539 divided by, now how much is the value? Square root of 120 means approximately it is 121. The square root of 121 is equal to 11. Now solving this. What is the cancellation here? Now it was exactly how many times? 65 times. Okay, what about 11? 11 here it was 49 times. The value of the question mark is equal to 65 minus 49. The result is option number 5. Fifth choice is the right answer. The value of the question mark is 16. Okay, now look at the next example on your screen. Here 3.9, approximately it is a 4 square means 4 into 4, or you can write 16 divided by approximately here 6.99. That is how much? 6.99 means it is a 7. Now simplify into 39.9% means here 40%. 40% means 2 by 5 of 560. So the value approximately equal to the 59.9 is equal to 560 equal to 272 plus question mark into 8. Now simplify this. What is the cancellation? 7. It was exactly 80 times. What about 5? 16 times. Now simplify this. 4 into 4, 16. 16 into 16, 256. Twice of 256. That is a 512. So 512 is minus 272 is equal to 8 into question mark. Now solving this. What is the difference of these numbers? Now 512 and 272. 272, how much it is less than 328? Now 300, how much is more than 512? How much more than 300? It is a 212. So 212 and 28. How much is the sum of these values? 240. So 240 is equal to 8 into question mark. The value of the question mark is equal to, that is 30. Option number 2. Second choice is the right answer. Now look at the next example on your screen. Now question mark plus 3250, 3249.9, that is approximately 3250, divided by approximately here 26 is equal to 11 into 19. 11 into 19. What is the value of 11 into 19? It is a 209. It is a 209. What about the value here? Simplify this. 26, it goes how many times? So 26, what is the cancellation? One time of 26, that is a 26, and 2 times and 5 times. The value of the question mark is equal to 209 minus 125. What is the right choice? Option number 4. That is 84. 84 is the right answer. Choice number 1. Now look at the next example. Here, quadratic equations are given. Need to compare the roots of the first quadratic equation with the second quadratic equation. Now 2 as it is 2, 81. I'm expressing it as a 9 into 9. So 2 into 9, 18. 2 into 9, 18 and 9. What is the sum of these two values? Sum of these two is equal to middle term, that is minus 27. Means minus 9 minus 18 are the factors. What are the roots of the first quadratic equation? Roots of the first quadratic equation means here 18 and 9 are the factors. So just take the same numbers with the opposite sign, divide with the coefficient of x square. Now look at the second quadratic equation. 2 as it is 2 here. Now I'm expressing this 28 as 7 into 4. Now 2 into 4, that is 8 and 7. Sum of 8 and 7 is equal to middle term, that is 15. So what are the factors? Minus 8 minus 7. So what are the roots of the second quadratic equation? Means take the same numbers with opposite sign, divide with coefficient of a y square. Now denominators are same. Just observe the values here. Numerical values on the numerator side. 18 and 9. The roots of the first quadratic equation. Both the roots of the first quadratic equation are greater than that of the both the roots of the second quadratic equation. So right choice, option number 1. First choice is the right answer. Now look at the next example on your screen. Now 2 as it is 2 I'm taking here. Now 90. 90 means 9 into 10. 9 into 10 means now 2 into 10, that is a 20 and 9. What are the factors? Plus 20 and plus 9. So what about the roots of the quadratic equation? 20 and 9, same factors with opposite sign and divide with coefficient of x square. Now look at the second one. 2y square means I'm taking 2 here. 63 means 7 into 9. 7 into 9. What is the result? The result middle term is minus 11. How to get the value means 9 into 2, that is 18 and 11. The difference of these two is equal to how much? 7. The difference, sorry. Here the 19, 18 and 7. A small correction here. 18 and 7. What are the difference here? Difference is equal to middle term, that is a minus 11. So what are the factors? Means minus 18 and positive 7. It will give minus 11. Now the roots of the quadratic equation means take the same factors with the opposite sign, divide with coefficient of y square. So minus 18 will become positive 18, positive 7 will become minus 7. Now simplify this. What is the simplification? Here denominators are same. Just observe the numerator values. Positive value 18 by 2. 18 is a positive value which is greater than the other two values. Means the values of the roots of the first quadratic equation. Now if you observe, minus 7 is greater than minus 9 as well as minus 20. So what is the discussion? X less than y. So right choice, option number 3. Third choice is the right answer. Now look at the next example on your screen. 5x square. So I'm taking 5 here. 36. 36 means 4 into 9. 4 into 9, that is one possibility. Now 6 into 6, that is another possibility. Now there are possibilities. What is the value? How to get 36? How to get 36 means here, just look at the, now 5 into 4, that is a 20 and 9. 20 and 9, what is the value? Plus 20 and minus 9. It will give the middle number as positive 11. So what are the roots of the first quadratic equation? So minus 20 by 5, positive 9 by 5. So what about the second quadratic equation? So 5 as it is 5, here 8 into 9. Now 5 into 8, that is a 40. So 40 and 9. So minus 40, minus 9 are the factors. So just add these two factors. It will give the middle term. So what are the roots here? Positive 40 by 5, 9 by 5. So 9 by 5, 9 by 5. What it means? These two are equal. X and Y are equal. Now negative value. Negative value is less than the positive value. Combining these two, x less or equal to y. X less or equal to y means right choice. Option number 4. Choice 4 is the correct answer for this example. Now look at the next question. 2x square. I'm taking here 2 and 44. 44 means 11 into 4. 11 into 4 means, now simplify, minus 11 minus 8. 2 into 4 is equal to 8. By adding these two, we get middle term, that is minus 19. Sum of the factors is the A into C. Okay, now the roots are, take the same factors with opposite sign, divide with coefficient of x square. 11 by 2 and 8 by 2. Now second quadratic equation, 5y square. What about this 24? 24 is equal to, now what about the 24? 6 into 4. Now 5 into 4, that is 20. So minus 20 and minus 6. What are the factors? Minus 20 and minus 6. The roots of this quadratic equation, 20 by 5 and 6 by 5. By taking the denominator same, we can easily compare the numerators. Here 2 is becoming 10, means 5 times. So 55 and 40. The other side, 5 is becoming 10 is double. So 40 and 12. 40 and 40 both are equal. So x and y are equal. 55 is greater than 40 as well as 12, means x is greater than y. X is greater than y and x is equal to y. What it means? X greater or equal to y. X greater or equal to y. The right choice is option number 2. Second choice is the correct answer. Now look at the next example on your screen. 18 and 1. 18 into 1 is 18. How to get the middle number? Middle number we can here easily guess it as a minus 3 and minus 6. Sum of these two is equal to how much? Minus 9. Product is equal to positive 18. The roots of the first quadratic equation, 6 by 18 and 3 by 18. Just take the same factors with the opposite sign and divide with coefficient of x square. Now look at the second quadratic equation. 12 into minus 1, that is minus 12. So here minus 4 and positive 3. So what about the roots? Roots are here 4 by 12 and minus 3 by 12. By making the denominator same, I'm going with the LCM, that is 36. Now 18 is becoming 36, means double. So make the double on the numerator side. So what are the values? 12 and 6. What about the 12? 12 becomes 36, means 3 times. 3 into 4, that is a 12. 3 into 3, that is a 9. The value of y is less than both the values of first quadratic equation, means x is greater than y. X is greater than y. Okay. The next one, if you observe, the value 6 is less than. The value 6 is less than 12. So x is less than y. X one time less than y. Other time it is more than y. So what is the condition? It is not possible to make the relation between the x and y. So right choice is option number 5. Fifth choice is the correct answer. Dear students, look at the bar graph given here. Now, this bar graph shows the number of schools and colleges in 5 cities A, B, C, D, E. These are the school values. So these are the total number of schools in A, B, C, D, E. The other values are the colleges. Now look at the examples, questions given based on this data. In C, if 40% of the schools and 20% of the colleges run in the state government, run by the state government, find the average number of the schools and colleges which are not run by the state government. Average to be found. Average means sum by number. What is the state here? C. So 90 is the number of schools. 90 schools, 40% run by state government. Remaining 60% run by other than state government, not run by state government. What about the next year? Colleges. What about the colleges here? If you observe, colleges is equal to 35. Now, what is the condition here? 20% run by state government. 20% means 1/5. Remaining are 4 by 5, 80%. Now, what is the question? What is the question here? Find the average number of schools and colleges. Average to be found. So 5, it goes exactly 18 times. The product of 18 and 3 is equal to 54. Here it goes exactly 7 times. Product is 28. Now simplify. 54 plus 28, that is a 82. 82 by 2, the value is equal to 41. Right answer, option number 1. First choice is the right answer. Now look at the second example. Next example, based on the same bar graph. The total number of schools in C and D is how much more than the total number of colleges in A and B. C and D, total schools. The value of C, that is at 90. The value of D, it is 55. 90 plus 55. 90 plus 55 is equal to how much? That is a 145. Then what about the colleges in A and B? A and B colleges. The colleges here 40 and 50. So 40 plus 50, that is 90. So here 145, how much it is more than? How much it is more than? So more in the value to be found. So how much is the difference here? The difference is equal to 55. What is the right choice? Option number 5. Fifth choice is the right answer. Now look at the next question on your screen. Find the ratio of the total number of colleges to the schools in the city A and C. A and C. What to find here? The ratio of the total number of colleges. So colleges to schools in A and C. What is the total number of colleges here? It is a 40 and 35. 40 and 35 means it is a 75. Then what about the A and C schools? Now 50 and 90. That is a 140. Yes, my dear student, just to simplify this. 5, it goes exactly 15 times. 5 here 28 times. Now the ratio here, it is 15 is to 28. Option number 2. Second choice is the right answer. Now look at the next question on your screen. The total number of schools and colleges in E. The total number of schools and colleges in E, how much it is? 105. So 105. 45 plus 60, that is 105. What percent more or less than the number of schools in C? So what is the number of schools in C? So here C, the number of schools is equal to 90. So more or less percent. Now just to look at, is it more or less? It is a more. More percentage means difference by a smaller value into 100. How much is the difference here? Difference is equal to 15 by 90 into 100. 15, it was exactly how many times? 6 times. 100 by 6, that is 16, 2 by 3 or 16.66%. So what is the right choice? Option number 3. Third choice is the correct answer. Look at the next example on your screen. In city D, the number of schools and colleges with the AC campus are 25 and 20 and 25 respectively. If the fee collection from each campus school and each AC campus school and AC campus college is 2,50,000, and that from the each non-AC campus school and non-AC campus college is rupees 2 lakh. Find the difference between the total amount collected from non-AC campus school and colleges and that of AC campus schools and colleges. Okay, now look at this one. What is the number of schools and colleges in D? So here I'm taking the schools and colleges. Okay, how many schools in D? The number of schools in D is equal to how much here? It is a 55. So 55. So AC campus and non-AC campus. So here total number of schools is equal to 55. In that 55, AC campus schools are 20. So when you subtract 20 from 55, the remaining is non-AC campus. Similarly, the colleges, if you observe the colleges in D, so what is the number of colleges here? That is 70. In that 70, AC campus are 25. 25 AC campus means the remaining is equal to 45. What is the total number of AC campus? AC campus is 45. Non-AC campus is equal to how much? It is 80. So what you need to observe? 80 into 2 lakh rupees and 45 into 2,50,000 rupees. The difference of these two values. My dear students, if we observe 2 into 8, that is a 16. How many zeros? Already 5 zeros plus 1 zero, total 6 zeros we need to observe. So here, this is a 6 zeros value. 1,60,000. 1 crore 60 lakhs. Okay. Now what about this one? If you observe this carefully, here 44. Now 4 times of 25. 4 times of 25 means 100. Here 4 is in the 100th position. So, sorry, 4 in the 10th position. 4 into 25, that is 1,000. 1,000 plus 5 times of 25, 125. The result is 1125. So 45 into 25 is equal to 1125. Then how many zeros here? 4 zeros. Now just simplify. What is the result? Now the difference. What is the difference of these values? The difference of these values is equal to, now just to simplify, 4 lakh. 4,75,000. What is the difference here? 4,75,000 is the difference. Okay. Now, next question on your screen. Here, directions are given for data sufficiency questions. Choices based on these directions, we need to mark the answers. Okay. Now look at the first example. What is the area of the rectangle? To find the area of the rectangle, what is required? Length and breadth is required. Now look at the first example. The ratio of the length to breadth of the rectangle is 7:3. Only ratio of the length and breadth is given. Is it possible to find the area? No, not possible, because it is the simplest form of the original number. Hence, it is not possible to answer with the statement 1 independently. What about second statement? Perimeter is given as 100. What do you mean by perimeter? 2 of L plus B. 2 of L plus B is given as 100 meters. Now, in the first one, length and breadth ratio is given. So, is it possible to answer with the first one as well as second one? No. Independently, these are insufficient to answer. The reason, the values are not well defined. Length and breadth are not well defined. When you take these values as a 7K and 3K, substitute in the second. Now 2 times of 7K plus 3K means 7K plus 3K, 10K. 2 times of 10K, that is 20K, is equal to 100. Find out the value of K. Substitute, simplify. It will give the answer. So right answer is option number 5. Fifth choice is the correct answer. My dear students, in data sufficiency, you need not to find out the exact value. Just you need to check whether it is possible to answer the question by using the given data or not. Here we are able to answer the question by combining data given in both the statements. Look at the next example on your screen. The 2-digit number is a multiple of 5. Find the number. So multiple of 5. 2-digit number means here AB is a 2-digit number. What is the first number which is multiple of 5? Multiple of 5 in 2-digit number means 10. Next 15. Next 20, 25, and so on, 95. The unit digit, now look at the first statement. The unit digit is 4 less than the 10th digit. Unit digit is 4 less than the 10th digit means this is the one possibility. The other one is 40. It is also another possibility. The unit digit is how much less? 4. less than the 10th digit. So first statement is providing more than one number, hence it is insufficient to answer. Now look at the second statement. The sum of the digits is 14. Sum of the digits is 14 means a plus b is equal to 14. A plus b is equal to 14 means this is the only one number which is satisfying the condition. Now the right choice is option number 2. Second choice is the right answer. Now look at the next example on your screen. How much time will it take for the two pipes X and Y to fill a tank which is 3/4 full? So 3/4 of the tank is 3/4 of the tank is full. So what to find here? Time to be find. So time to be find means what is required? Efficiency of X as well as Y is required. X is given the first statement, Y is missing. Second statement, Y is given, X is missing. Independently, these are insufficient. Combining these two, yes, it is possible. So right choice is option number 5. Fifth choice is the right answer. Now look at the next example on your screen. Find the age of Arjun. Arjun age to be found. Now what is given here? Arjun 6 years hence. I'm taking Arjun as A. So Arjun 6 years hence means after 6 years will be 6 times of his son's age. So 6 times of his son's age means so 6 times of S plus 6. A for Arjun, S for his son. Now, is it possible to find the age of the Arjun? Not possible because equation is given with the two unknown variables. So what is the discussion? One is insufficient. Look at the second one. 6 years ago, Arjun was 3 times of his daughter. 6 years ago means present age of Arjun is A. 6 years ago means A minus 6, which is equal to 3 times of his daughter. So what is the daughter age 6 years ago? That is a D minus 6. Now simplify this. Is it possible to answer the question? No, it is not possible. Statement 1 is independently insufficient. Statement 2 is also independently insufficient. Now, combining both the statements, is it possible? Not possible because we don't know the value of A, S, and D. So what is the right choice? Insufficient data. Some more information is required to answer this question. Now look at the next example on your screen. Find the initial quantity of milk. If 25 liters of water is added, the ratio of the milk to water become 4:3. So milk and water. What is added? 25 liters of water is added. Now the ratio becomes 4:3. Is it possible? No, not possible to find out the initial quantity of the mixture because here the value of the M and W are not well defined. So one is insufficient. The second statement, the ratio of the initial quantity of the milk and water is 5:3. Milk and water is 5:3 means now it is also not possible because the ratio is given, which is the simplest form of the original values. Now combining both the statements means 5K by 3K plus 25 is equal to 4/3. Solving this, we get K value. By using that, we can find the initial quantity. Means combining both the statements, it is possible to answer the question. So right choice, option number 5. Fifth choice is the correct answer. Now look at the next set of questions. In an examination, Pawan scored 35% of the maximum marks but failed by 10 marks. Whereas in the same examination, Naga secured 85% of the marks and got 40 marks more than the pass mark. What is the maximum marks? Dear student, one got less than the pass mark, other got more than the pass mark. Just observe the percentage change. 85% and 35%. What is the change here? Difference is equal to 50%. Now one scored 40 marks more, other scored 10 marks less. Minus 10 and positive 40. The difference of these two is equal to 50. 50% is equal to 50 marks, and then find out the 100%. 100% is equal to 100. So right choice, option number 5. Fifth choice is the right answer. Look at the next example on your screen. 7 years hence, the average age of PQR 42 years. So P, Q, and R. Let me write here P as the age of P and QR. Average is 42. 42 into 3. 42 into 3 means 126. How many years hence? 7 years hence. 7 years hence means the P plus 7, Q plus 7, R plus 7. So just subtract 7 into 3 from this value. Then you will get the present age of sum of the ages of P, Q, and R. Look at the next one. 5 years ago, the average age of QRES. QRES. The average. How much was the average? 40. 40 into 3, that is a 120. So 120. How many years ago? 5 years ago. How many members here? 3 members. Q plus 5, R plus 5, S plus 5 means 15 to be added. Then it will give 135. Okay, now look at these two values. And one more condition is given. If the sum of the percentages of S and P is equal to S and P is equal to 54, then find the age after 12 years. Whose age to be found? P's age to be found. P after 12 years. Okay, now look at these conditions. First equation and the second by simplifying these two. P plus Q plus R is equal to 105. Q plus R plus S is equal to 135. Okay, now just subtraction. Just by subtracting this, what is the result? Q as well as R gets cancelled. So S minus P. S minus P is equal to 30. S minus P is equal to 30. S plus P is equal to 54. By subtracting, just to subtract this. Now what is the result? When you subtract 2P is equal to 24. So 2P is equal to 24 means P is equal to 12. When P is equal to 12, after 12 years. After 12 years means it will be 24. Right choice is option number 4. Choice 4 is the correct answer. Now look at the next example. Boat A covers 154 kilometer downstream in 14 hours. Downstream. How much here? 154 kilometer in 14 hours. What is the speed of the boat in a downstream? That is a 11 kilometer per hour. Okay. So downstream is the speed of the boat plus the speed of the water. That is a downstream speed. Then what is the next one? Look at the speed of the boat in still water is 4.5 times the speed of the stream. So speed of the boat is 4.5 times. 4.5 means 4.5. What do you mean by 4.5? 4.5 is equal to 4 by 2. That is equal to 9 by 2 times of W. Means B plus W is equal to 9 by 2. That is 9:2. Now look at the continuation here. If the speed of the boat in still water is 2 kilometers per hour less than that of the boat A. So B boat and boat A. If you observe the speed, so B boat speed is 2 kilometers per hour less. Then find the time taken by the boat B to cover 80 kilometers upstream. Upstream to be covered. Upstream is B minus W. Okay, 80 kilometers. What is the value of B? My dear students, if we observe this carefully, 9:2. 9:2 means 9K and 2K. 9K plus 2K is the downstream. That is 11K. 11K is equal to 11 means K is equal to 1. When K is equal to 1, what about the B? The B boat in still water. So it is a 7K. So what is the value? 9K minus 2. 9K minus 2 means 9 minus 2. That is 7. What about the W? W is equal to 2. So 7 minus 2. That is equal to 5. Simplify. It will give the answer. That is 16 hours. Right choice. Option number 2. Second choice is the right answer. Now look at the next example. A right angle triangle has a height of 4√5 centimeter. Right angle triangle height is given. That is 4√5. And the base is 2√5. If the height is equal to radius of the cylinder, so cylinder height and the radius. Height is equal to how much? That is 4√5. And what is the radius? Radius is equal to 2√5. if the height and the radius of the cylinder are same as the height and the base of the triangle. Find the total surface area of the cylinder. So what is the formula for total surface area of the cylinder? 2 pi r into r plus h. Now 2 into pi into r is equal to 2 root 5. R plus h. R plus h means 4 root 5 plus 2 root 5. That is a 6 root 5. My dear students, 2 into pi into 2 into 6, 12. Root 5 into root 5, that is a 5. Pi into 12, that is a 60. So 60 into 2, 120 pi. 120 pi square centimeters. Right choice, option number 4. Choice 4 is the right answer. Now look at the next example on your screen. Kiran invested a sum of rupees P on compound interest for 2 years at 12% per annum compounded annually, and P plus rupees 450 and simple interest for 2 years at 10% per annum. If the simple interest is 454 less, then the compound interest, find the sum invested by him, both the schemes. Now P is the principal and compound interest. 12% compound interest means what is the effective rate of interest? 12 plus 12 plus 12 into 12 by 100, that is 1.44. What is the result here? 25.44%. This is the compound interest over a period of 2 years at a rate of 12% per annum. Now, what about the component simple interest on the P plus 450? Principal is P plus 450. 2 years, 10% means it is at 20%. The difference of these two values is given 454 rupees. Now simplify. 25.44 minus 20. Now 24.44 minus 20. What is the result? 5.44% of P. Okay, now what is the next here? 20% of 45. That is a 90. When you take 90 other side, what is the result? When you take 90 other side, it will give 544. My dear student, 5.44% of P is equal to 544. How much is the value of P? P is equal to 10,000. P is equal to how much? 10,000. Just remove the decimal, add zeros on the other side. Now 544 get cancelled. Now what to find? The total money invested, the total sum invested. So P is 10,000 and P plus 450. Again, P, that is 10,000 plus 450. By adding all these values, we get 20,450. The right choice is option number 3. Third choice is the right answer. Okay. Now look at the next example. Out of 10 applicants for a job, there are 5 women and 5 men. If 2 persons were to be selected for the job, what is the probability that at least one of the selected persons is a woman? So total here 10 applications. 10 applications is 10 C2. 10 C2 means 10 into 9 by 2, that is a 45. Okay, now at least one woman. One woman means, now at least one woman means woman 1 and 1 man. That is the one possibility. Or you can take 2 women. One woman means 5C1 and 5C1. 1 man. So 5 into 5, that is 25. Now out of the total 5 women, so 2 women means here, what is the result? It is a 10. So 25 plus 10, that is a 35. 35 upon 45. So what is the result? 7 by 9. So 7 by 9 is the probability. So what is the right choice? Option number 4. My dear student, if you observe the same question once again, here what I am doing, no man is selected. No woman is selected means, for example, look at this board. Now, only men are selected. Only men. No women means men are 5 and here both the men are selected. Both are men. The selected are only men. So what are the possibility? 5C2. What is the total number of possibility? Here 10C2. 5C2. What is the value of 5C2? 5C2 means it is a 10. So 10 by 45. So 5 it goes to 2 times, 5 9 times. What is the possibility of all are men? 2/9. When you subtract from the total, then what is the result? 7/9. So the number is probability of getting at least one woman is equal to 7/9. Right choice is option number 4. This is the alternate approach. Okay, look at the next example. A vessel contains a mixture of milk and water. The milk in it is 6 liters. The water in it is 6 liters. On adding 5 liters of milk and 9 liters of water, the amount of milk becomes how much? 60% in the new mixture. Now 15 liters of mixture is removed. Find the quantity of the milk in the final mixture. So what is the milk and water content here? Milk is not given. And what about the water? The water in it is 6 liters. On adding 5 liters of milk, by adding 5 liters of milk and 9 liters of water, then the resultant is 60% is the milk. 60% is the milk means the remaining 40% is the water. Simplify 3/2. Solving this. Now 2 times of m, that is a 2m plus 10 is equal to 6 plus 9 is equal to 15. 15 into 3 is equal to 45. So 2m is equal to 35. The value of m is equal to 17.5 liters. What is the quantity here? Initially 17.5. 17.5 plus 5, that is 22.5. Now the milk is 22.5 and the water is 15. What happened? Now 15 liters of milk mixture is removed. When 15 liters is mixture is removed, in that mixture we find the ratio of the milk and water as 3:2. So 3:2 means divide 3:2 parts. Now one part is equal to 3. So 3 into 3 is equal to 9. And 3 into 2 is equal to 6. Then what to find? Find the quantity of milk in the final mixer. Just to simplify this, 9 subtract from 22.5, that is 13.5 liters. The right choice is option number 2. Second choice is the right answer. Look at the next example on your screen. A shopkeeper sold a part of a certain quantity of rice at 20% profit and the remaining at 10% loss. Thus, he incurs an overall profit of 15%. What would be the overall profit or loss percent if he interchanges the quantity that he sold initially? Now 20% profit and 10% loss. And what is the overall? Overall makes a profit of 15%. Now just alligate these two. Just observe here. The 20 and 15 difference is 5. And 15 minus 10 difference is equal to 25. What is the ratio? 5:1. 5:1. So these are the two parts of the rice. Okay. Now if we interchange means now 1 kg of 20%. So what is saying here? Now by interchanging, so what you will get here? 20. What would be the overall profit or loss percentage if he interchanges the quantity that he sold initially? Now the quantity here 1 kg, so 5k and 1k. 5 kg into 20% profit. Okay, next one here, what is the discussion? That is the 5k. 5k at a loss of 20%. Sorry, at a loss of 10%. 10% loss. Okay, then what is the overall percentage? Now simplify this. What is the cancellation? 20% of k and 10% of, so minus 10%. Minus 10% of 5k by what is the value? K plus 5k into 100. Into 100 means percentage and 100 gets cancelled. Now 20k minus 50k. 20k minus 50k means minus 30k. Minus 30k by 6k. So here when you are writing into 100, 100 and percentage get cancelled. The remaining is equal to, now it is 1. But what is the result here? K and k get cancelled. That is 5. So 6, it goes exactly 5 times. The value here, it is a 5% loss because it is a negative value. So right choice is option number 4. Fourth choice is the correct answer. Now look at the next example on your screen. Ashwini, Kalyani and Nalini invested capitals in the ratio 4, 9, and 7. So Ashwani, Kalyani, and Nalini 4x, 7x, and 9x. These are the initial investments. At the end of 8 months, Ashwani added a certain amount such that her investment becomes 75% of the total of Kalyani and Nalini. Kalyani and Nalini means 7x plus 9x, that is a 16x. So 16x, 75% is 3 by 4. So what is the 3 by 4 of 16? Here it is a 12. So 12x for the remaining period. Here it is for 8 months. So just add these two to get the total investment for the full time. Now what about the Kalyani and Nalini? They invested for the full time. Now here it is the full time. It is also for full time. Just to find out the ratio. What is the ratio? Of course, x get cancelled in all these parts. Now 4 here 2 times, 4 3 times, 4 3 times. So 4 into 2, 8, 8 plus 12, that is 20, and 7 into 3, 21, 9 into 7, 27. The ratio here 20 is to 21 is to 27. Now Kalyani's share is 2100. 21 parts. 21 parts is equal to 2100. Then what to find? The total profit. The total profit means sum of the ratios, that is 68 parts. 68 parts is equal to question mark, that is 6800. Right choice is option number 3. Third choice is the right answer. Now look at the next example on your screen. Ravi and Surya together can complete a piece of work in 24 days, while Surya alone can complete it in 36 days. So Ravi and Surya, 24 days. Surya alone, 36. What about the Ravi? Ravi we can find by product by difference. What is the difference here? 12. Now simplify. It goes exactly 3 times, 72. Ravi alone can complete the work in 72 days. Kiran alone can complete the same work in 45 days. Kiran alone can complete it in 45 days. Then find the ratio of the efficiency of the Kiran to Ravi. Kiran will take 45 days and Ravi 72 days. Now simplify this. What is the ratio of the number of days? So here 9 5 times, 9 8 times. What is it? It is a ratio of the days. What is the efficiency ratio? Efficiency ratio is the inverse of days ratio. Inverse of days ratio means here 5 by 8 will become 8 by 5. That 8 is to 5. The right choice is option number 4. Fourth choice is the correct answer. Now look at the next example. Here table is given in which courier companies PQRST are given, orders pending, and the total number of orders received is given. The total number of orders received is equal to number of orders delivered and number of orders pending. Sum of these two is the total number of orders received. Now, my dear students, just look at this one. Find the average number of orders pending in company P, R, and T. P, R, and T. So what to find? Average. So how many are pending in P? 150. R, how many? 200. What about the T? It is 100. 100 plus 200, 300. 300 plus 150, that is the 450. 450 by 3, that is 150. Right choice, option number 3. Third choice is the right answer. Now look at the next example. What is the ratio of the total number of orders received by P and R to the total number of orders delivered by P and T? So what to find? Ratio to be found. P and R. What is the orders received? Number of orders received here, it is 700 plus 500. 700 plus 500 is equal to 1200. What about the next here? P and T. What to find? Number of orders delivered. So number of orders delivered. What is the number of orders delivered here? So 700 minus 150, 500 minus 200. So that is the one approach. Or you can do, so 500 minus 150 means 550. 500 minus 200 means it is a 300. So 550 plus 300. So 550 plus 300, that is a 850. That is the one approach. Now, or you can Let me write here. 550 plus 300. That is 850. Now another approach here. P and T, sorry, P and T, not S value. Small correction here. $550 and value of T. Value of T is equal to 800. So P value and T value. 900 minus 100, that is the 800. So what is the result? So that is a 1350. Am I right? So 1350 and 1200. What to find? The ratio to be find. 0 and 0 get cancelled. Now 5 here, it goes to 27 times. 5, 24 times. What about these two numbers? 3, 8 times and 3, 9 times. The result is 8:9. Option number 4. Fourth choice is the right answer. So P plus R, P and T. Okay. Look at the next example. Find the difference between the number of orders delivered by Q and the number of orders pending with R and S. So Q delivered with orders delivered by Q and the number of orders pending with R and S. So here we need to find pending and here orders delivered. So how many Q delivered? Received is 650, 50 are pending. So 650 minus 50, that is equal to 600. How many pending in R and S? R pending 200, here S pending 250. By adding these two, 450. Now what is the question? Just need to find out the difference between these two values. So difference of these two values is equal to 150. So right choice, option number 1. First choice is the right answer. 600 minus 450. Now look at the next example. The total number of orders pending with the given companies is what percent of the total number of orders received by Q and S? Q and ES. Sorry, Q and ES means now just here Q value is equal to 650 and S value is equal to how much? 850. By adding these two, it is a 1500. What is the total number of orders? Total number of orders pending 150 plus 50, 200. 200 plus 200, 400. 400 plus 350, 750. So 750 upon 1500 into 100. It is exactly 1 by 2. What do you mean by 1 by 2? 1 by 2 is equal to 50%. Right choice is option number 5. Fifth choice is the right answer. Now look at the next example on your screen. In ES, out of the total orders received, 450 are national and the rest are international. Okay, if the number of national orders delivered is 325, find the number of pending international orders. So here what is the S value? Yes, the number of total orders received. What is the total number of orders received here? It is the 850. National and international. National, how many out of this total orders received? 450 are national. 450 are national. What about the international? International are 400. 450 plus 400. Now in this, how many are delivered? How many are pending? Now delivered. If you observe the delivered and the pending, now look at this one. If the number of national orders delivered is 325, so here 325 are delivered. 325 are delivered means how many are undelivered? So not delivered, pending. How many are pending? So pending is equal to 125. Pending is equal to 125. My dear students, total number of pending in S is equal to 250. In that 125 are pending from the national, means the remaining 125 are pending in the international. So what is the value? 125. Right choice is option number 2. Second choice is the right answer. Now look at the next set of questions. Here wrong number series to be found. If you observe this, here 1 and 2, 10 and so on. What is the discussion? The difference here, it is a 1. Here difference is 8. Here difference is 27. What it mean? 1 cube 2 cube, 3 cube, 4 cube, 5 cube, and so on. Okay, 1 cube, 2 cube, 3 cube, 4 cube, 5 cube, and so on. This is the pattern. So 3 cube, 4 cube, 5 cube, 6 cube. Yes, my dear student. What is the 4 cube? 64. 64 plus 37. That is a 101. What about the 5 cube? 125. When 125 plus 64, what is the result? That is a 101 plus 125, that is a 226 accepted. Then here 6 cube is equal to 216. 216 plus 226, is it correct? No. What is the right answer here? Choice 1. So it is not satisfying the condition 440. So right choice is option number 1. First choice is the right answer. Now look at the next example. 18, 21 and 16 and so on. Now what is the gap between these two values? The gap between 18 and 21 is equal to 3. Now what about the next one? The gap here, it is a positive 3. What about this one? It is a minus 5. What about this one? It is a plus 9. Sorry, plus 7. 1 minute, please. Let me write. Now, here, what is the difference? Difference is equal to, now it is a 8. What about the discussion here? Plus 10. What about the discussion? It is a plus 11. What about this one? It is a minus 13. My dear students, if you observe this carefully, plus 3 minus 5. So 3 and 5. Of course, it is an odd number as well as the prime numbers. What is the next prime number or odd number? Means 7. So when you increase by 7, it will become 23. So when 23 means here the gap will become 11. So here it is a 7 and here it is decreases by 11. So what is the sequence? Plus 3 minus 5 plus 7 minus 11 plus, okay, so plus 7 minus 11 and plus minus 13. Okay, so 7, it is 9, sorry, 9 it is. Let me write 9 and 11 and 13. So this is the pattern it is following. So just by looking at the difference. Okay. Now look at the next example. What is the right choice here? 24. 24 means option number 4. Fourth choice is the right answer. Now look at the next question on your screen. Here, how much is the gap? Gap is equal to 4. What about the gap here? It is 16. So what about the 4? 4 means 2 square and 16 means it is a 4 square. Now the gap between these two numbers, that is 36. 36 means it is a 6 square. So what is the result? 2 square, 4 square, 6 square, 8 square, 10 square, and 12 square. Am I right? So here 2 square, 4 square, 6 square, 8 square, 10 square, and 12 square. Just observe what is the incorrect answer here? 137. Right choice, option number 3. Okay, 137. Here what you will get? 135. The correct answer is 135. What is the value here? 64. 64 plus 71. That is 135. Okay, now look at the next example. 16, 24, 48. So 16 is becoming 24. 16 into 1.5. 1.5 it will give. 1.5 means 3 by 2. 16 into 3 by 2, that is how much? 24. Now 24 into 2, that is 48. 48 into 2.5. 48 into 2.5, it is a 120. Okay, next 120 into 3, that is 360. Now 360 into 3.5, that is 1260. And next 1260 into 4, that is 504. 40. So what is the correct answer? 125. Here 125. So right choice is option number 2. Second choice is the right answer. Now look at the next example. 2, 5, 13 and so on. 2 into 2 plus 1, that is 5. Now 5 into 2 plus 3, that is 13. Next, 13 into 2 plus 5, that is 31. 31 into 2 plus 7, it is 69. So 69 into 2 plus 11, that is 149. So what is the right answer here? 149. Answer choice is option number 5. So 149 into 2 plus 13, the value is equal to 311. So what is the wrong answer here? 147. So choice number 5. Okay, this is the completion of the OLMT 20425541. Thank you for watching this video. Have a nice day. Thank you.